Good morning, friends. In this video, we will discuss another example for converting an ER diagram to a relational model. Now, in this scenario, I have taken that a relationship between the strong entity and weak entity. In earlier videos, I have discussed what is a strong entity, what is a weak entity, and what kind of relationship they have, all these things. If you have not gone through that video, I request you to go through that video and come back to this video for a better understanding. Now, if you see that you have a faculty entity which is having a faculty ID as the key attribute, so that's why we call it as a strong entity. And you have a dependent, it does not have any key attribute, so that's why we will call that one as a weak entity. So now this relationship we will call it as an identifying relation, meaning is that a relationship between a strong entity and weak entity, we will call it as an identifying relation, and they are depends on. Now how can I convert into a table? If you see that for a faculty you will have faculty ID as a primary key and faculty name is another attribute. So faculty ID will act as a primary key. For the dependent you will have dependent name and yes relationship. Okay, if you have an yes relationship, all these things, as they does not have any key attributes, so there will be no primary key. Okay, is it clear? So now the primary key of this one, because you don't have another option, only one primary key is there, so which will act as a foreign key in this one. Okay, now primary key of this one will acting as a foreign key of this table. It is good. Okay, faculty ID 1 whose name and he has some dependents. Okay, there is some faculty 2, he does not have dependents, then he will not have any entry in this one. He does not have any dependents, so his entry is not there in this one. So it is well and good. And if there is a dependent, he will have a relation with some faculty, so it will not have any null values. Is it clear? So this is well and good. Now which one will act as a primary key here? Because as it is does not have any primary key, we are key attribute, we are calling it as a weak entity. So that's why we are having an identifying relationship. Now the primary key of this one is acting as a foreign key here. Now which one in this table will act as a primary key? Remember one point, every table should have a primary key. Okay, it can be a one attribute or it can be a combination of attributes. So now in this one, which one will act as a primary key? First, understanding the which one is a primary key, let me tell you what is a partial key. What is meant by partial key is that in a weak entity, as it does not have a strong means key attribute, we will have a partial key. What is meant by partial key is that using the department name means the dependent name, I cannot uniquely identify one dependent. Am I right or wrong? Is it clear? Using dependent name, I cannot uniquely identify any dependent uniquely. So that's why dependent name is not a prime key attribute. Yes, using yes, I cannot uniquely identify a tuple. So it is not a key attribute. Relationship, it is not unique. So we can say that it is also not a key attribute. Now what is this partial key? So why you are telling the what is this partial key? Now with the foreign, with the primary key of the faculty with some other attribute, let's take that with the faculty ID and dependent name, if I can uniquely identify one tuple in the dependent table, then I can call it as dependent name as the partial key. Let me tell you what it is. It can, why it is called as a partial key? Uniquely means it cannot, unique means alone it cannot uniquely identify a tuple. Meaning is that using the dependent name I cannot uniquely identify a tuple. Will you agree? Yes. If it alone can do it, I can call it as a primary key and a key attribute. Why I am calling it as a partial key in the ER diagram it is? Why so is that alone it cannot able to uniquely identify. But combining with the faculty ID, if I can uniquely identify a tuple, then I can call this as a partial key, and both of them combinedly will act as a primary key for this relation. Are you able to understand? Okay, meaning is that one Ravi I can, but there will be no another one with one Ravi, because dependence means, I'm taking an example, one faculty will not have two dependents with same name. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? If he is a son of Ravi is the son of the faculty ID 1, he will not keep Ravi as a name for the two kids. I am just telling. So I can say that faculty ID and dependent name combinedly will act as a primary key for this one, and dependent name we will call it as a partial key in the weak entity. So weak entity will have a partial key, but weak entity will not have a key attribute. Okay, I hope you have understood what is a partial key, how we can have a primary key for the weak entity. Okay, is it clear? And I request everyone to go through the videos in a sequence for better understanding. Thank you so much.